Miss Katie. And Lauren, this young man is Dylan.
Hi. Hi, nice to formally meet you, Dylan. Kind of said I could have a cookie on yours. Oh.
Hi guys, can you all hear me? If you can hear me, touch your nose. If you can hear me, touch your head. Let's have some fun tonight. My name is Jodi Scheibe and I'm coming to you from San Diego, California. It's so great to see all your beautiful faces. I love hosting this how to maximize your ketones and how to maximize your experience. It's a super, super fun call. For those of you who are newer to Zoom, on the bottom left, there's actually a video option. So if you want to turn your camera on, it's awesome. I love seeing your beautiful faces. I love seeing kind of what you're up to. Some people are cooking dinner. Some people are sitting in their bedrooms. Some people are in their family rooms. I love it. There's also a chat option. I would love for you to put kind of where you're listening in from and maybe how long you've been drinking ketones. Or maybe you have no idea what ketones are and you had someone invite you to this call tonight and you're like, I'm not even sure what this stuff is, but I'm here to learn. Go ahead and drop in the comments. Let me know. I kind of see where we're all at. Hey, Jenna, drinking them for 2 years. Greg for 6 months. This is awesome. Cameron, 1 month. Amazing. I love to see that. So San Diego, woo, you're where I am. So again, my name is Jodi. I am a mom of 3 teenagers. I've been drinking and sharing ketones with other people for over 3.5 years now. And this conversation kind of came to me. Like the keto diet was so hot and everybody was talking about it and I tried it. It was really difficult for me. And then somebody told me that I could drink a powder and actually put myself in ketosis within 30 to 60 minutes and use that for better energy, better mood, better sleep, better focus, and better fat loss. And I was like, no way. Like I was a little skeptical. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a little skeptical until I started digging into some of the science and stuff. So here's what we are going to do tonight, if it's okay with you all. We are going to talk about what ketones are. We're going to talk about how to use them, how to maximize your experience if you picked up a 10-day challenge, or maybe you're starting with a 5-pack flavor trial, or maybe you grabbed our starter pack at 40% off. We're going to go over how to never pay full price for ketones. And I'm also going to talk about how you can get them for free. I'm going to talk about all of our various different products and how they work and how you can use them to optimize your experience. I'm really excited because my friend Amber agreed to hop on tonight and just share her brief story about being on ketones, what it was like before and what it was like after. So I'm going to open it up to her to share her story, and then I'm going to go into what are these, how do you use them, how you use them best for fat loss, what time of day you drink them, and what are these other products I keep seeing on the website. Hey, Amber, how are you tonight?
Doing awesome. Thanks, Jodi.
Thanks for coming on and sharing your story.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So yeah, before ketones, are you ready for me?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Before ketones, I spent a lot of time in bed. I didn't ever want to leave my house, and I was super embarrassed and ashamed of my weight. I have 6 kids, and I was embarrassed to like go to their activities. I felt ashamed, and I would see other moms like being super active and like volunteering and doing stuff. And like, I honestly felt like my kids deserved better, and I desperately wanted something different for them. And I didn't know how to provide that because I was just in a really bad, low place. And I didn't know how to be that person. I was eating really healthy and had tried multiple like diet plans, and I even had weight loss surgery, but my body like wasn't responding. The scale wouldn't budge, like it just wouldn't move. Since I started drinking ketones, my world has changed. I have a ton more energy, and I'm able to be that person. I'm super busy and active and productive. I don't spend time in bed anymore unless I'm actually sleeping. What's super exciting is like my food cravings are gone. So that makes like following an eating plan so much easier because I don't have those food temptations all day long. So that's amazing for me. And the scale is moving. So when I'm following an eating plan, it's actually working. Like the scale moves. I don't do the keto diet. So that's something that some of you may be wondering about is, do I have to do the keto diet? I don't. I just drink the ketones, and it works for me. I love actually like leaving the house now and feeling like confident about who I am. And like, I'm proud to be my kid's mom. And like, I'm almost to the age now of being a grandma, like that's in the next 5 years. And I'm like super looking forward to having the energy to like get down on the floor and like be this active, fun grandma, which I never thought I would be. Like just looking back 6 months ago and to the place I was, I never thought that I would be the person I am right now. So that's super exciting. And I'm really looking forward to what's ahead for me.
That's so awesome, Amber. I've loved watching your journey and watching your story unfold. And as a mom myself, I just know that, you know, a lot of us are just looking to be that better version of ourselves. And if we can use a technology and do something that's so simple as drinking ketones every day, then it just opens up a whole new world. So thank you, Amber, for sharing your story. So let me just kind of first go over like, what the heck are ketones? I see some people in the chat, like Stacy from Texas, you are waiting to get your order. So you've never drank them before. So you're probably like, what is this all about? So your body can run on 2 fuel sources. Typically, it runs off glucose unless you're eating a very strict ketogenic diet or you're fasting. Then your body starts to make something called ketones. Now, it can take you up to a week doing a keto diet to make a little bit of ketones. And if you eat a little bit of sugar or carbs, it stops. So it's a very, very fine line of getting ketones to your body through the diet. So what this is we hold the patent to the only bioidentical, naturally fermented That sounds like a lot of science, but just know that this powder is exactly what your liver would make. It's pure ketones. So it's a powder. Our Keto NAT is our mainstay product. Comes in a bunch of yummy flavors. I'm holding up raspberry lemonade and I'm holding up heart tart. Amanda, that's exciting. Danita, I hope I said your name right. You guys are waiting too. So hopefully you're getting some yummy flavors. So the flavors don't matter. It's the powder. It's all the same. They're pure ketones. And what I like to do is, I don't have a shaker with me, but I mix it up with water and ice. Don't overthink it. You can't mess up good for perfect, or don't mess up good for perfect. You literally can't mess this up. If you put it into water, even with a spoon, and stir it and you drink it, I like to drink my ketones over about 30 minutes. It will put you into ketosis because you're putting ketones into your body. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions as I'm going about how to use the products and what each product is, just please pop it in the chat and let me know. So a lot of people maybe got started. I know when I first got started, I bought a flavor trial from my girlfriend and I started out with 5 packets. Now we have this amazing offer, and I know a lot of you picked this up. It's called the Drink Ketone Challenge. It's called the 10-day Drink Ketone Challenge. And some people go into this going, okay, I'm going to commit to 10 days, or maybe I'm going to drink it over 20 days. If you're doing it over 10 days, you're going to do 1 packet a day. And I'm going to go through how to do that. Or maybe you're going to do 1 a day and kind of take it over 20 days. Just work with the person who you bought it from and they can kind of customize that for you. So here's what I would do, you guys. How many of you got the 10-day challenge that are waiting for it? So you get a box. What comes in here, it's not empty when you get it. I promise you. This is just my prop box. It's going to have 20 packets of a variety of flavors. Great, Amanda. This is awesome. It's going to have half caffeinated and half decaffeinated. Now, let me make this really clear. The caffeine is not what gives you energy. The caffeine is just an option. It's about the same amount of caffeine as a small cup of coffee. So all 3 of my teenagers drink caffeinated. It doesn't really affect them. They're not caffeine sensitive. But I like to typically drink decaffeinated if I'm going to have it later in the afternoon. So here's what the 10-day challenge would look like. Or say you bought Heart Tart and you got a whole box of Heart Tart and you've got 20 packets waiting for you. This is going to apply to you too. So listen up, because I'm going to give you one of my biggest tips for fat loss. I know a lot of us come to this conversation for fat loss. I was one of them. What's kept me in this conversation and why I still drink ketones being at my goal size is because of the mood and the energy and the better sleep aspects. But in terms of fat loss, here's what I want you to do on your first day. So I want you to shake it up in the morning. Now, ketones are not a meal replacement per se, but if you shake it up in the morning, you will be less hungry and you will be able to maybe have your first meal a little bit later in the day than you normally would. That's something called intermittent fasting, or IF. I don't know if any of you have heard about that, but it's a really great tool for fat loss, because if you had your meal, say at 7 p.m. the night before, and you wake up at 7 a.m. and you go and you shake up some ketones and you're not hungry till 11 or 12, then you've been fasting. The ketones do not break the fast, by the way, because fasting creates ketones in your body. You're just elevating them. So then you've been fasting for a little bit longer and you're going to burn more fat. So I would shake them up in the morning, listen to your body. Here's a really cool fact, you guys. Babies are born in ketosis. Like, it's our native state. Breast milk is full of ketones. Babies, they sleep when they're tired, they eat when they're hungry. So as you start to put ketones into your body's going to adjust and you're naturally going to feel hungry or not hungry at different times. So if it's noon and you're like, oh, it's lunchtime, but you're not hungry, don't eat. Like, wait, maybe you have your first meal at 1. That's okay. So for your first meal, now, like Amber mentioned, ketones are absolutely diet independent. You do not have to follow a ketogenic diet for these to work. As soon as you drink them and they go into your bloodstream, they're working. So you don't have to follow a ketogenic diet. However, if you're using them for fat loss, my biggest tip for you eating wise is, hey, take the croutons out of the salad, take the bun off the burger, you know, try to make some lower carb choices. It doesn't mean you have to be like, oh no, my friend's birthday party's tomorrow. They're serving a catered dinner. I won't have anything to eat. No, don't overthink it. You can't ruin it. But if you have that option as you're going through the 10-day challenge or as you're going through your first box of 20, you know, go a little bit more low carb. Maybe that looks like some protein and salad for lunch. Again, don't overthink it. Don't mess up good for perfect is the saying we say here in my house. So, okay, that's awesome. So maybe come 2 or 3 o'clock, that's when I would take my second packet of ketones. Now, if you have a sensitive system, you may want to stick with 1 pack for a couple days as you ease into it. And it's really important to stay hydrated. And I'm going to touch on some products that I use to help with hydration in a little bit. But if you're going to do a second packet, you're going to shake it up in the afternoon. And this is where I would do the decaf ones, you guys in the challenge box. Shake it up, drink it. And then again, when you have dinner around, I don't know, 6 or 7, opt for some lower carb options and then try not to snack at night. You do not have to follow an exercise program for these to work. My husband lost 30 pounds drinking ketones in about 4 months by drinking them every day and then starting to pay attention to his body. And here's what you're going to find, you guys. I don't know if you can relate, but I used to literally feel like I had to have willpower to not have that cookie, or the willpower, like if I was at a party to not be snacking. And what happens is when you put ketones into your body, it's almost like you're in control of your appetite way more. It's like willpower in a bottle where you don't need to have that willpower. For the first time in years, my husband laughs at me because I make fun of him about it, but for the first time in years, I watched him walk past the donuts at church and not take one. I mean, we're talking like 15 years, you guys. We've been married for 22, so maybe longer. And I said to him, oh my gosh, I noticed you didn't take a donut today. And he's like, oh, I didn't even notice. That's what ketones do for you. So that's why they're the best single tool for fat loss. So I love that. I mentioned a product. I mentioned that it's really important to stay hydrated. When you're in ketosis and you're in that fat burning state, this holds true if you're doing a keto diet or you're drinking ketones. Remember, drinking ketones is a biohack for the diet. It's like, I live in San Diego. Back in the day, people would have to take a boat to go to Hawaii, right? Now we have airplanes. We just don't do that. We hop in an airplane and go to Hawaii. So that's what this is. You don't have to do the diet to get into ketosis. You can just drink them. So when you're in that state, you do deplete sodium and some minerals a little bit faster. And it's very, very important to stay hydrated. So have your water nearby. Water is great. One of the things I highly recommend is Mitoplex. It's our upgraded electrolyte. It works synergistically with our Keto NAT. They're little thin packets and you can actually put them in with your ketones in your shaker bottle. This has a little bit of creatine, has a little bit of something called MitoPTQ. It works synergistically to help you with energy, to give you hydration. It helps preserve muscle. It's an awesome electrolyte. I love this one. I actually do it every time I have a Keto NAT. I add it to my Keto NAT. And Angela, great question. You can drink it alone in water. It tastes like a little bit of little saltiness. I actually mix it straight in with my Keto NAT and I stay really hydrated. If you do work out and if you are eating more low carb, or maybe some of you are eating more keto-ish, electrolytes are even more important. So you don't want to get dehydrated because you could feel a little bit lethargic, or you could get like a small headache. So that's an easy fix. Mitoplex is awesome. If you haven't ordered it and you want to add it on, you can put it onto a monthly smart ship to and save. And I'm going to go over that in a minute. But if you haven't gotten it in yet, pink Himalayan sea salt is a good substitute until you get it. But the ingredients in here are formulated to work really synergistically with our ketones. So let's talk about fat loss again, okay? So I drink ketones daily and I reboot monthly. I don't know how many of you have done our 60-hour keto reboot. Put in the chat if you have, or raise your hand. It is a kit and it's an assisted fasting kit. and it's pretty awesome. Now, if you're looking for a way to jumpstart your fat loss, jumpstart your metabolism, rest your digestion. For me, I always felt like things were not going down right. I highly recommend the 60-hour keto reboot. You can do this it's a 2-day system. It's an assisted fast, and everything you need comes in here. So you drink ketones for breakfast, you drink bone broth with ketones for lunch. And actually our bone broth is awesome. You can order it separately. It's one of my favorite mini meal replacements, I call it. Tastes super yummy. And now we're going into winter. So the broth is awesome because it has ketones in it. It's also in the store if you go look in your store, but it comes in our reboot. Mitoplex comes in here. It's actually a great variety box too, you guys. So if you're thinking, gosh, 2 days of fasting, I could never do it. Here's the thing, you guys, we do it together as a community. We have a Facebook page where we walk you through it. And some people, they do 1 day, and then a week later, they do another day. Some people do both days back to back. I see my friend Christina on here. She just crushed a reboot this month. And I know it's really been a good jump start. She's almost to 50 pounds of fat loss, drinking ketones and using the reboot once a month. So if you are ordering a challenge kit, if you haven't ordered one, you can always add the reboot on, and it comes at a little bit of a discount, or they're going to be available November 1st to buy alone. So if you're interested in the reboot, when you get off this call tonight, text the person who invited you and say, put me on the reboot list. I want to know when they are available, because they'll be available November 1st. So this is an awesome tool for fat loss. All right. My other favorite hack for fat loss. How many of you are coffee drinkers? You don't have to give up coffee, by the way, to drink ketones. I actually love coffee, but one of the products I love using is Keto Cream. It comes in a couple different flavors. And Keisha, you want to talk about Keto Cream? I was texting you. I wasn't sure if you were ready to hop on and share. My good friend Keisha's on here. And yeah, you want to talk about Keto Cream and how people can use it in, different coffee, tea, collagen. I know your hair, skin, and nails is on point.
Hey guys, how's it going? For those of you that don't know me, I'm Keisha. I live in San Diego, pretty much neighbors to Jodi. She's actually who got me started on ketones. But yeah, I'm happy to talk about the Keto Cream. It's awesome. How many of you are coffee drinkers? I used to be until ketones, a lot of hands. But we have a Keto Cream that has MCT in it. That's phenomenally good, great. And we have different flavors, and you mix it in with your coffee as if it's like a latte. So it's going to help with your appetite. I always say people do the Keto Cream if you're a coffee drinker first, and then maybe an hour or two later, drink your ketones. I don't know, Jodi, do you even do the Keto Cream sometimes?
Yeah, I love the Keto Cream because it has MCT oil in it, and it helps your own body burn fat. You guys can't store MCT oil as fat. It's not a fat that your body stores. It's a fat that your body burns through for energy. So it's like almost dessert in a cup to you. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's amazing. And if you don't drink coffee, you can put it in tea. Yeah. I have seen people mix it with ketones too.
I've also seen people put it in smoothies or shakes. So that's awesome. And then you did the reboot. What else? Mitoplex.
Keto Pro. Talk to us about
Pro. Yep. That stuff's awesome too. It's proteins and ketones combined. So if you're somebody that just lacks a protein or needs more protein in your body or diet, they're awesome. She's holding up the banana cream and chocolate swirl. The difference between the two is the banana cream. Am I saying that right? I'm like, if I say that right, banana cream is decaf. And then the chocolate swirl, the ones that black are caffeinated. So you have options of decaf or caffeinated.
There's also a dark chocolate one, you guys, that is amazing. Keisha's the one who taught me to mix it with unsweetened almond milk. And I like to do my, if I'm going to do a proton, I'll do it in the evening. The ketones, they also, because it has MCT in it, it releases a little bit slower. And so if sleep is something you're really struggling with, if you want deeper sleep, mix one, not the caffeinated, mix the decaf banana or the dark chocolate before bed, and it will release slower and keep your insulin steady throughout the night and keep you sleeping. So I know one of Keisha's favorite products is this. Actually, it's Michael's favorite product. I see him drinking it every day. You want to talk about our Up?
Our Keto Up is carbonated ketones in a can. So anyone that likes carbonation, which I do, they're awesome. We have a green apple, a pineapple. We have a unicorn slam, which is cotton candy. We have, hey, we need to get that blue raz again. I just had one today. We have a new flavor, blue raz, that was launched a month or so ago, and I stocked up on that. We have a cherry and orange. So think of your people that like Red Bulls or Monsters. These are a great replacement for it. Very clean, very natural. Amanda said a lot of them are sold out. They are popular. You can also put those on Smart Ship, which is awesome because you get the discount on these monthly if they're not sold out, right?
Yeah, 100%. My 16-year-old daughter tonight, when I was just about to start the Zoom, I went and grabbed this out of the fridge. She's, Mom, where's the cherry lightning? We have no more. That's her favorite.
You know what? I just found a bunch in my fridge outside. I'm like, what in the heck, from the summertime?
That's awesome. I love the Keto Up, and Keisha just mentioned the Smart Ship, and we're going to get to that. But I have one more product that I think doesn't get talked about enough, and it's our MCT oil. It's 143. And remember how I said MCT can't be stored as fat in the body. Your body uses it to burn energy. That's really awesome. And this is a very special formulation that Dr. Mary Newport, she's a neonatologist. She formulated this to help her husband's brain. Her husband was suffering from Alzheimer's. And of course, 143 will not cure Alzheimer's. But what this will do is provide an energy source to your brain, like high focused. How I use this, guys, into my day and into my diet is I saute veggies with it. I saute my scrambled eggs with it. I don't eat keto. So if I pop popcorn, I use MCT oil. I use that as the oil. It's healthy fat. Some people, they're in little vials, squeeze them into their Keto NAT for that extra brain fuel. And I've seen people put them into their ketone shakers. So you can kind of do anything with it. I don't know if Jenna's on here, but she was using it for eye makeup remover for a while. She said it made her skin feel amazing. So there's a lot of uses for 143. I love it. And I definitely don't think we talk about it enough because the science behind it is awesome. Keisha, do you want to go over kind of how Smart Ship works and how you can save 22% off every month on all these products?
Yeah, the word smart is in there for a reason. You're smart to get it on Smart Ship. So it's our auto shipment every month. It actually saves you money. So it doesn't cost you money to enroll in it. It's basically our loyalty program for anybody that loves the ketones. So what you do is you buy a box or however many boxes that you want to put on Smart Ship, and then it locks you in for 22% off every ongoing month after your first order. So, and it will be a 22% off savings. If you cancel it, I have some people that are like, oh, I cancel it because I didn't know how to change the flavor. Let us walk you through how to edit the flavor. You have to start all over again. So as far as buying your initial box, but 22% off. And then if you refer to people, just as a customer, you don't have to be a promoter, refer to people. So for instance, I'm a Smart Ship customer. I refer Jodi, and then I refer Christina using my customer referral code. My product will be free every single month and just pay shipping, which is like $15. So I think that's the best bang for supplements these days. Most people spend hundreds of dollars on supplements, but so it's free. And then if you guys like to share it, or if you share it with more than two people, then that's where you just need to decide if you want to start being a promoter like some of us, and help other people and change lives.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. When I found ketones, I mean, when I tried them, I knew I didn't want to stop drinking them. I mean, I was like, Keisha, you got to try these. I called my sister. Oh my gosh, have you tried this powder? I didn't even know how to really explain it, right? So I was sending, how many of you have seen that little animated campfire video? Like, it's awesome, right? It explains our product. But I knew I couldn't stop talking about them. And to be honest with you, I've never, ever seen any company that has a free product program for customers. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, there's so many products I would use from Whole Foods, and I would tell my friends about, and then I would like never get free products. If I go buy a bag of protein at Whole Foods and I tell my friends about it, they're not going to give me a free bag for sending my friends in, right? But this is completely different. If you're loving it and you share it, it's so easy to get it for free. And like Keisha said, like, if you're thinking, well, wait, I know more than 2 people who would want information about this. Or maybe you have a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit. We have something right now called the $1 Keto Club, where it's $1 to become a promoter in our company. Our company and our community is amazing. Just so you know, I've never done anything like this. I never thought I would. But this community and our simple system of sharing this product and our resources are amazing, that it's so easy. Everybody's looking for better energy, better mood, better sleep. And let's face it, like a lot of people are looking for a side business right now. We're in tougher times. So I'm always pretty upfront with people that, hey, yeah, if you do want to share this with more than 2 people, there is a business opportunity here. There is something that you can do in the pockets of your day with no experience and lock arms with our community and bring home an extra paycheck every week. So that's really, really exciting. For those of you who are geeky like me, I just wanted to let you know we have some amazing resources. Our Pruvit TV app, it's pruvit.tv, is awesome. If you have never watched it, go check it out. We also have a Keto 101 YouTube channel that is amazing. Lots of science. You can type in, say if you go to Pruvit TV, I'm going to put that in the chat too, pruvit.tv. Say you go on there and you type in, oh, my U keeps getting the, I don't know if this will come through. You type in energy. You're going to find a video about why ketones give you energy. If you type in sleep, you're going to find a video about why you get better sleep with ketones. Type in on the search bar fat loss, you're going to get information on body composition and fat loss. So I am kind of geeky, so I like those resources. And here's the best thing too. We have this call every Wednesday night. So if you have some friends that are interested in knowing how to use their ketones or find out about some of the other products, or just kind of get a taste of our community, like invite them to this same Zoom link next Wednesday. It's a great way, by the way, hint, hint, great way to start earning free product. Invite friends to this call every Wednesday. Keisha hosted a lot. I hosted a lot, and it's super, super fun. So sorry, I didn't see you on in the beginning, Keisha. I didn't mean to not pull you in. I was like, I think she's busy. But thank you, Amber, too, for hopping on and sharing your story. It's been a pleasure to watch your journey. And here's the awesome thing on Pruvit TV too. I just want to mention this to you guys. There's a series of stories. It's called Inspire On. And you can go listen to real people's stories on the product, real people's stories in this business, real people's stories in this community that are really, really powerful. So check it out. I hope you guys got some good information and learned some stuff on this Zoom. We're all about leading with education for sure. Thank you so much, Keisha, for hopping on and doing this with me. And thank you, Amber.
Yeah. And I would just say, anyone, if you haven't mentioned it yet, reach out to the person that invited you. Did you say that? Did I miss it?
No, go ahead. We can say it again.
Reach out to the person that invited you. Let them know how you want to get started. If you just want to buy a box, if you want to do, there's 40% off bundle kits right now. So sometimes I have people that are doing it as a household buy the 40% off bundle kits. If you want to be a customer and get yourself on SmartShip, we can help walk you through how to get it for free. So you're not just like thrown in the wolves trying to figure it out. And, or you can look into the promoter side. I think we have one coming up today, right? This week coming up, talking about business opportunities. So if any of you guys are interested in learning about that, just reach out to the person that invited you and let them know the option. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys on here soon.
Awesome. Thanks so much. You guys have a great night. Thanks for spending.
Bye, guys. Thanks,